Happy Monday. It is 9 a.m. Thanks for tuning into our stream, Daybreak Plus on WGRZ Plus. How are you? How was your weekend?
The weekend was good. We, of course, watched the Super Bowl, got the family involved. You know, I know it was kind of hard to get excited for it, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, now after Josh got his MVP, I kind of was able to put that away.
Right, the be good, do good, God bless, go Bills has lived with me all weekend long.
All about next season, right? So
right.
I'm like, okay, let's go watch a good football game.
Still a little bit of sadness yesterday, just kind of leading up to the Super Bowl, thinking just felt like we should have been there.
Oh, absolutely.
So I was trying to keep Elliot busy all day long, bowling in the morning and like going and doing things with his friends in the afternoon, and then of course going to the golf dome, but like just trying to keep busy and not think about what it would have been like if this was Super Bowl Sunday for the Bills.
I will say it would have been a tough game. I mean, Philly came to play.
They certainly did. Wow. But we were talking about how next year kind of feels like it's...
What did you say? It's got the right juju?
The right juju. It being in Santa Clara, which is so close to Fireball with Josh, and Josh is now the MVP and like the reigning MVP going into that game.
You've got some cap space. You can make some moves.
The Myles Garrett, I know we will talk about Bill stuff later, but did you see Deion Dawkins lobbying for Myles Garrett and like talking to the camera and being like, Myles, we want you here with the Bills, and about all the great reasons why the Bills should be going after him. Anyway, so...
That would be exciting.
Yeah, weather. It's about the 900th day of February already.
And we have been locked in the cold.
And you had a great factoid this morning.
Yeah, every single day this year, we have had snowflakes flying. Whether it's a trace or greater, not one day has been snow-free completely.
You called that a fun fact, and I don't think it's fun whatsoever.
We've been in a February weather pattern in January, reminiscent of 2015 when it was just cold, and we haven't had a ton of snow. It's just been a lot of little snows.
Yeah.
But it's this.
And I would rather have like 2 big snows and then
some of the snow on the roof is the snow that fell in January. It's still there.
Right.
We haven't had a thaw, so.
And we're not getting one anytime soon.
No.
Okay.
Well, the one day that'll warm up a little bit is Thursday when we get kind of a mix to snow and rain.
Just so it can freeze all back over. The ice, oh my gosh, I'm so done with the ice
I know.
too.
It's been very icy. We haven't melted. Melted, is that a word?
Yep.
Melted?
Yeah.
I thought it was melt. Any of the ice on the driveways and sidewalks. So here's the deal. A chilly start to the week. Snow Wednesday night, but it looks like it's going to mix with some rain showers on Thursday morning before turning back to snow. So way too early to give you snowfall totals at this point because the track of this system has been changing a little bit. We'll nail it down probably starting tomorrow. All right, low 20s currently. We also have a little snow up here in Niagara County where it's been been a little band of snow up towards Lockport through much of the morning in Batavia. That's kind of lifting north again, but this is an area where we could see some snow showers through the day. But elsewhere, it'll be just rather cloudy. We're watching 2 systems. One system is going to pass to our south tomorrow. The next one arrives Wednesday night. Here it is. You can see it on Future Look. Snow Wednesday night, but it will likely mix with some rain and sleet Thursday morning as that area of low pressure tracks to the north. So it doesn't look like a huge snowmaker for us at this point. That's Thursday. Friday, cold. A better chance of snow appears to be coming for the weekend, maybe later Saturday into Sunday. This is something we're going to watch very carefully because this could have some impact for later Saturday, Sunday in terms of heavier snow potential. Again, Wednesday, snow in the evening, snow Wednesday night. It mixes over to some rain showers on Thursday, and then we'll see rain showers turn to snow showers again on Thursday afternoon. It'll be kind of windy and cold, and then next week is winter break.
And it will feel like winter.
Is a good descriptor as to how next week is going to feel. It's going to get quite cold again.
I couldn't believe when I saw on
your app, it said like 11.
11 as a high and 2 as a low for Monday.
Right now, the setup is for, highs in the teens at least on a week from today.
We better have the nicest spring and summer. We deserve it.
Yeah, it just looks like it's going to be delayed, not denied, but delayed.
Okay. There's nothing we can do about it, really, right? Okay, so let's talk about the Super Bowl. Bills fans are breathing a sigh of relief that it's not a three-peat for the Chiefs, and the Eagles are waking up Super Bowl champions.
For the second time, The Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia. Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59.
Wow, they absolutely demolished the Chiefs in New Orleans. Final score 40-22, and most of those 22 points was in garbage time, right? It was never even close. Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts scored 3 touchdowns, and that led him to being named the Super Bowl MVP.
Still processing it, you know. It's been a long journey. It's been a journey of ups and downs and highs and lows, and I've always stayed true to it in the end, and having this vision of just being the best that I can be, and that evolving over time into this desire and this flame inside to win. And you don't do great things without the guys around you.
I want him to look happier, though.
Yeah, that was right. My goodness.
You can smile. It's okay. You're going to Disneyland.
He did take the Josh Allen approach in terms of saying, hey, this is a team.
Yes.
This is not an individual
And it certainly
effort.
was a team effort.
Right.
You know, and every element of the Eagles team came together to win that game.
And it was almost shocking that the Chiefs had no answers. You're kind of waiting. Okay, now they're going to rally.
Yeah, and everyone thought that they were, well, at least everyone here in Buffalo, I think, thought that there was some way that they were going to make a comeback and end up winning.
Well, even when they were 10 down, you're thinking, okay, the Chiefs have them right where they want them. Because they're famous for being 10 down in a playoff game and coming back.
Yeah.
But he kept throwing picks and getting sacked.
Just how bad it was. I mean, for quarterback Patrick Mahomes, he was sacked 6 times, which is the most he's ever been sacked in a game in his entire career. And for that to happen in the Super Bowl is just awful. And then he threw 2 interceptions. He lost a fumble. His his quarterback rating was a 10.7.
There's no way around it. I mean, they played great from start to finish. They got after it. Defensive line played really well. The DBs played well to complement them, and linebackers as well. And so, like I said, I mean, I can't turn the ball over early in the game when it's not going our way, and I'll have to learn from that and try to be better the next opportunity that I hopefully get. Anytime you lose a Super Bowl, it's the worst feeling in the world. They'll stick with you the rest of your career. I mean, these will be the 2 losses that will motivate me to be even better for the rest of my career, because you only get so few of these, and you have to capitalize on these, and they hurt probably more than the wins feel good.
All the pundits this morning are just wondering how he's going to come back from it. Is it going to inspire him even more next season, or is this like the closing of the window for Patrick Mahomes, which I don't see at all? I mean, he's not even 30 years old yet.
He's still with Andy Reid. No, I think it could be the close of, or the Kelsey had a clunker of a game, right? So, and
they barely showed Taylor Swift at all because they really only want to show her when she's clapping for him, and there were no opportunities to do that. The most attention he got during the game was before the game with what he was wearing when he walked in.
That red jumpsuit,
like he looked like a 70s movie star.
I think that the Chiefs are going to be fine. Yeah, I think they just they weren't prepared for that defense, and they laid an egg, and that can happen.
Yeah, you wonder what it would have been like for the Bills to face the Eagles in that game, though.
Yeah.
So, a lot of college students from Western New York were down there for the Super Bowl. They're going to be making their way back here soon. 8 Niagara University students worked the gates for the actual game, and they helped run the NFL experience, Super Bowl experience, running different activities for fans before they were at the going to the game itself. So they had a really great time, and their teacher said that this is also a huge networking opportunity for them as they start their job searches. And the student said this was really the best hands-on learning experience that they could ever get.
It's amazing. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I mean, getting to see everything and be here with so many amazing people, I didn't think I'd ever get an opportunity to do something like this.
Knowing what it takes to run a whole event, one day I could be in those shoes, understanding that I was in there and I understand what these kids people are going through.
Yeah, it's pretty cool for them. So they will be making their way back here soon. But I'm interested to see what the ratings were for this Super Bowl, because there was, in Buffalo especially, you saw a lot of people saying, I'm boycotting it, I don't want to watch it. But you kind of got that vibe nationwide also, that there just wasn't a heck of a lot of interest in the Chiefs versus the Eagles. So
I just don't know how much. I think Philadelphia is very popular in Philadelphia. They don't have that national fan base, I don't believe. I could be wrong. That like the Cowboys have or the Bills.
And now that the Bills have.
Right.
Yeah.
And same with Kansas City. There's obviously the Kansas City fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a huge fan base outside of Ron Plants in Kansas City? But it'll be interesting to see if there was a national response.
And what were your thoughts overall on the overall night of the Super Bowl with pregame stuff and commercials and
they add, it's like, okay, they're promoting a movie with Tom Cruise, but I still liked his opening.
Yeah.
I liked Lady Gaga. I liked
Lady Gaga was great.
And then the Batiste, who did the national anthem, that was a really interesting.
And then there was Trombone Shorty and Lauren Daigle, who did God Bless America or America the Beautiful, and that was really great. I love the marching bands and Harry Connick Jr., and they really embraced the city of New Orleans and Calypso and I really loved the opening.
The overall production, the entertainment value was awesome. Besides the football and at first I was kind of like, okay, I liked Tom Cruise in that role. I don't know why. I just thought I thought it worked.
Yeah.
And the whole Bradley Cooper part, and adding
and Bradley Cooper into anything, and it's a win.
You could take him to the library. This library is fantastic.
And there was John Hamm also for the Chiefs.
Right.
So
that's cool too.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
But commercial-wise, I think a lot of it fell flat. But there were some cool moments in 2 commercials in particular where Buffalo got a couple shout-outs. Here's one I like this one, with Matt Damon and David Beckham.
Mom, Dad?
We have something to tell you.
You have a twin brother we never told you about.
Oh, sorry.
So? What's his name?
Other David.
You called him Other David?
If there's 2 Davids, one has to be Other David.
Where is he?
Left him in America.
Are you...
Beckham. Dave Beckham.
No way.
Hey, what'd you say your name was?
David.
Try one of these. That is the best buffalo wing in the county.
You eat buffalo?
No, it's just chicken. It was invented in Buffalo, the city.
So it's not buffalo?
You all right, man? Still got it? Come on, guys. Sorry, it's a thing I do.
You drink Stella?
I have taste, David.
There's something I have to tell you.
My brother is a famous soccer player?
Yeah.
So how famous are you? Like Matt Damon famous?
Maybe Ben Affleck famous.
That's a shame.
Really
just the deadpan humor.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I love
There's something that I do, and he kicks the ball really far.
That was so well. That was a home run.
Right. How you can't go wrong with Matt Damon and David Beckham in a commercial too. So that was a cool Buffalo shout out. But here's another one where Buffalo was mentioned.
Has been a banner year for the National Football League. Or should I call it the National Football League? From the very beginning, football has been a conspiracy to make us hungry.
And we'll call this a pigskin. Make people crave bacon.
Bacon.
And everybody loves bacon. I love bacon.
They do anything to sell food.
Coach, how come we only play on Sundays? Because nobody's eating ice cream Saturdays, kid. Jeez.
So the Packers were named after meat packers.
So what should we call the fans, Coach?
Cheeseheads. Of course. Why do you think Buffalo got a team?
These wings deserve a team.
Yeah. I picked out a good team name for Buffalo, Bill.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. And their biggest game? Come on. Our championship will be a Super Cup. Can't eat out of a cup, Ted, but a bowl? How about a Super Bowl? And we'll start naming players after appliances.
Hey, Coach, do I have to be called refrigerator?
Yes. And Peyton, he was a beef salesman. Omaha! Steak. Omaha! Steak. And they're still playing us. This year, we're not even hiding it anymore. We have Super Bowl licks. With a halftime show presented by an apple. In a stadium named after
A salad!
Matthew.
Yeah. Hey.
Sorry, sir. You want me to make a movie about a football conspiracy?
Yes.
No.
Come on, Greta.
No.
Bacon's in.
Everybody loves bacon.
No one believes that football is just some conspiracy to sell
Food! When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
That was Greta. Forget her name. She's a director, I believe.
Yes.
She's got a very impressive resume.
Right. She did Zero Dark 30.
No, I don't think that was her.
No?
That was what's her name?
Okay,
oh
this
my
is
gosh.
where I should have prepped for this a little bit more.
There's another very successful female director who did Zero Dark 30 and a few others, but
Okay.
it's not her.
All right.
Anyway.
We'll
that was
follow up later.
And I love, I mean, that ad campaign has kind of been going on throughout the season.
Yeah.
With his, you know, sits
Did you
next
eat
to.
anything good during the Super Bowl?
Did I what?
Eat anything?
Yeah.
What is the Hammer household spread?
I made a roast, a chuck roast soup. So we we took a big roast, we pressure cooked it, and then added vegetables and potatoes and broth and made a soup out of it.
That makes me think of
What?
Your turkey dinner for Thanksgiving.
Oh, when it looked like roadkill?
5 years ago when you tried to cook the
We
turkey
tried
in the
to pressure cook it, and it came out gray. And it looked like the Chevy Chase vacation turkey. It looked like roadkill.
So this pressure cooked hot roast stew was better?
It looked just fine. It presented well.
Have you ever heard of glizzies?
No. Glizzies?
It's apparently a Southtown's term for a hot dog. And I've never heard of it before. I've lived here all of my life. And a Southtown friend of mine was like, do you want glizzies? And I'm like, I have no idea what that is.
I feel like I have heard. But is it from a certain restaurant or it's just a glizzy in general?
Okay, our producer is telling us.
So it's not a Southtown thing.
Maybe it's not a Southtown. Maybe I have just never.
I've never heard
Phyllis and Warren have never called it a glizzy in our house.
Never heard that term.
Huh.
Never heard that term.
Okay.
Anyway, what'd you have for? What did you guys do?
Wine.
Wine. It was a liquid lunch.
I don't eat late at night, so I was just ready for. Anyway, Puppy Bowl. Shall we talk about the Puppy Bowl?
When did this air? We were looking all over for it.
Animal Planet in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We had some local representation on Team Rough and Team Fluff. Puppy Bowl, the rematch featured 142 puppies from 80 shelters and 40 states and 2 countries. Final score, 68-66. And guess who scored the game's final touchdown?
Who?
Paws Allen.
Nice.
Yes, he's a lab mix from Buffalo.
That's awesome.
So great. He's just the MVP all around.
I wonder if it was a tush-push touchdown, given that it was Josh Allen or his protege. Anyway, that's cool.
We don't want to talk about this anymore because that didn't work for us in the AFC East or the AFC Championship.
Not in the end.
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Brotherly shove, though, they kept calling it that.
Well, that's where it was invented.
It was invented,
Right.
right? And I had to. Elliot didn't understand, so I was like, the city of brotherly love is like the city of good neighbors, but brotherly shove.
Right.
Cute. Anyway, we are going to take a quick break, only 15 seconds. Stick around. We'll be right back.
On your side, we have 2 words that say it all. Thank you. Thank you for watching, for streaming with us, and for trusting us to bring you the news, weather, and stories that matter to Western New York. We're proud to be on your side.
I told you it was quick. We are back right now with a look at some of the stories that we are working on today. First, opening statements are set to begin for the trial for Hadi Matar. He is the man accused of trying to kill famous author Salman Rushdie at the Chautauqua Institution. The Chautauqua County District Attorney says around 15 witnesses are expected to take the stand, including Rushdie himself. The trial is supposed to last several weeks, but again, opening statements begin this morning, and we'll have the latest for you beginning at Channel 2 News midday at 11. And police in Amherst are asking for your help finding this missing woman. 29-year-old Leah Belitto was last seen on Saturday in the Ransom Oaks neighborhood. She's 5'6" with brown hair and brown eyes, last seen wearing a black long-sleeve shirt, black pants, and a blue backpack. If you've seen her or you know anything about her whereabouts, you're asked to call Amherst Police at 689-1311. And again, the big story this week, Patrick, more cold weather, kind of more of the same, but like enough is enough.
Yeah, no kidding. Here's a look at Future Look that for some reason the pauses aren't working. I don't know why. So let me try again and see if we can get this thing to work correctly so I can show you what is happening with our, it's just ignoring pauses. I don't know why. So let me go through it hour by hour. I don't know what's happening to my computer here. Anyway,
quickly to go hour by hour.
It's just
with
going
it.
right through the pauses. Anyway, notice what's happening here. Wednesday, we're going to get some snow. That's going to happen Wednesday night. And then into Thursday, this thing is just going on its own here. Thursday, we're going to see a snow and rain mixture. For today, mostly cloudy. 25. I'm not pushing these buttons. They're just going. 18 under mostly cloudy skies tonight. And your long range forecast, there's that rain and snow mix for Thursday. I'm not doing this. Have you seen? I haven't pushed a button once. Okay, it stopped. Thank you. We're watching a pretty good chance of some snow come Saturday into Sunday. And that's a day, that's a system that we're going to have to watch closely because it could be, of the next couple that are coming our way, that could be the biggest. So we'll watch that. But
what are we thinking accumulation-wise? Too early to
tell.
And everybody getting snow? Or
Yeah,
just...
everybody gets some on Wednesday night. Then it kind of gets a little sloppy Thursday morning. And then everybody should get some snow over the weekend.
And this ice is not melting anytime soon.
No.
And rock salt is sold out everywhere. I know people who wanted to ice their driveways, and you can't get it anywhere. And
no,
it's
our
really
pathway up to our
dangerous
house
out there.
it is dangerous. You know, if I feel, we got to, if there's some kind of delivery that needs to happen, it's just like, I meet them out at the foot of the driveway. You don't want anybody
Right, and even with the snow that fell over the weekend, it's just snowing on the ice. And so you think that it's fine to walk around, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not great. Something positive that happened this weekend, though. This is one of my favorite stories of the weekend.
What's that?
A Western New Yorker who has had a Super Bowl of his own. See this story from Courtney Courtwright.
Through all the lanes, inside this bowling alley in Cheektowaga.
You going into there?
Desron Weatherspoon's passion for the game is in every play.
My mother got me into the game, and I've loved it ever since.
That love has grown since he was 10 years old.
Wow, that's crazy.
So when he showed up to bowl a couple of weeks ago, he was expecting it to be like any other.
I threw the first 300, and I've thrown a couple 300s already, so that wasn't nothing out of the ordinary.
But that was just the beginning.
But then the shot just continued being great. So I didn't move, I didn't change anything. I just kept doing my regular routine. And then after that, I threw the next 300.
Now on to a third game with perfection on the line.
What we're searching for is break point, where the ball is gonna break and actually start its hook. And what ball actually feels good. It seemed like time might as well stopped because, especially with everybody being done bowling, it's just me.
And it all came down to that final frame.
To see it actually strike, it was pandemonium.
36 strikes in a row. That's something that doesn't happen often.
I'm the 40th certified 900 series bowler.
Not right now.
Nationally. I'm the second African American that's actually done it. And I'm the first one in our Buffalo, Western New York area that's done it. So it's huge. Don't sweep the leg on me.
A moment that's not only about the score, but where skills and dedication align.
To have that perfect day, something that every bowler strives for, but to actually have it happen, it's just unbelievable. I finally got one. I got one.
On your side, Courtney Courtwright, Channel 2 News.
3 perfect games.
Why did he keep going? You said, but I think that was our question earlier, but I think
in a league they only do 3 games, so he just had his perfect
that wouldn't have
day.
counted officially if he had kept going.
Right, but I bet he wanted to keep going. Like,
Right.
could you get 1,200? Not that it would. I don't know. I don't know the rules of bowling, but that is absolutely amazing. I took Elliot bowling yesterday, and I was really excited when I got over 100. Like, triple digits was really wonderful. I'm the most inconsistent bowler ever. I could have a strike and then like a gutter ball the next one.
100%. And it's the most awkward thing in life when you finish your bowl and then you have to turn around and face the people that are watching you. And if you have, then you have to walk to the chairs, and it's just awkward.
Right.
Right.
Should you be patting yourself on the back
Should
or
you
wait
be
for them to be
excited?
excited?
Yeah, it's just
And then you think it was good, and then it ended up being terrible.
Right.
It's very
It's
awkward.
just a very awkward part of life.
Totally right
the
about
walk back.
Okay, aren't you glad you tuned in? Bye, everybody. We'll do this all again tomorrow at 9.